the big house, Michigan Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Changing the routes with his receiver. Here's Underwood to throw. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Bring him down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The fake wants to throw. Right side, it's Green. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already had 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Off play action. Deep shot for the end zone. Very fortunate that wasn't a pick in the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might... The football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Leaves it with the back. They put the brakes on it.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Man, won't let me pick nothing. This is crazy.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here on third down. Making the adjustment. Underwood in the gun on third down. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up fourth down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dura. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the LSU Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 4. Trying to establish the run. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
All over him immediately. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Underwood. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Underwood from the gun on third down. Look out! They get to him as he throws.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Trying to take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Green. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all five guys up front doing their job individually.
Snags it, and there's running room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Throws it off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Levin. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Durham. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Underwood. That's reeled in, it's Marsh. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Hansen. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Wolverines with the first and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for room, it's Marshall. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Underwood to throw. Buying time to his right. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. On the delay, it's Marshall. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Out wide left, it's Hansen. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the time with the extra point.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Searching for space. He's got great speed. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Hauls it in. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Making the adjustment on the play. Handoff to the lone back. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. they'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Moving the pocket, it's Levitt. Looking for a big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and they'll stop him right there on the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Turns upfield. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option.
Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Michigan. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Tells the run, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown. What a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Drops back, it's Levitt. He uncorks one deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff on the very first play of the next drive. Let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. LSU quick to the line. Here's a give to Durham. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Green. Touchdown LSU! A great catch and run for 6. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From deep, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Working the ground game. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Handoff again. He's past the sticks. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville, taking on the number 13 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that is...
It's a running room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They go to the counter. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that.
It's picked off. Not the second half start they don't score.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Wolverines line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Right side, it's Marsh. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Quarterback changing the play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On the return, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Sees a crease. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Unleashes it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. He's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He's changing the play. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the 2nd half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
The play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they did tack on the extra point. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Levin. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down. Ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Tosses it incomplete.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. On play action. Out wide right, it's Green. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
2nd and long here. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Green. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Dropping back, it's Levin. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A.
He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
offense heads out ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after that turnover, and that might well have been the final nail in the coffin for this one. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. New set of downs after the completion. Right side, it's Marsh. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Got enough for the first down. Maybe some room here. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Sells the run, wants to pass. Left side, it's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sells to fake. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They run the reverse. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over.